Love makes me treat you the way that I do. Gee, baby, ain't I good to you? There's nothing too good for a girl that's so true. Gee, baby, ain't I good to you? Bought you a fur coat for Christmas, a diamond ring, a Cadillac car, and everything. Love makes me treat you the way that I do. Gee, baby, ain't I good to you? Greetings, peeps. Welcome to the mid-semester check-in. Okay, so I want to apologize for the little bit of radio silence. I do like to have more communication with my students, but I have had a nightmare of technological issues. It seems like whenever I feel like I'm just about to get ahead, the power goes out or the internet goes down. So it's been a calamity of errors, but seems like right now things are pretty stable, so we'll continue. I wanted to alert you to some changes to the dates in our online text. Up to this point, there have been no dates, right? There have been no start or end dates on our online text, contrary to what the detailed course calendar may have said. But this has been changed. The reason that there were no dates was to allow everyone, first of all, ample time to purchase the online text, and then once you got the online text, you registered it, and then were able to start completing assignments. So I wanted to allow everyone enough time to have all that out of the way and complete as many assignments as possible. But as a result, since we are now pretty much everyone, I believe everyone now has access to the textbook, and everyone has begun to complete assignments. All assignments in sections 1 through 4 are now due on the online text, that is, November 2nd. Okay, so just take a look at the detailed course calendar. You can see I've reflected that there. The midterm exam deadline has been changed to November 2nd. So if you haven't started it yet, you now have until November 2nd to complete that midterm exam. The start dates and due dates for the balance of the assignments for the rest of the semester are also now set to reflect those of the detailed course calendar, so including the final exam. So when you look at the sections that are coming up in our text beyond the midterm, you'll see there are new start and end dates. You may have noticed on the detailed course calendar that our midterm exam wasn't due to start until this coming Sunday, which is the what is that, the 20th, I think, something like that. Anyway, it is now, it is actually going on right now. So let me just reassure you, if you have already taken the midterm, you're fine. You don't need to retake it. You don't need to start it again. Just understand that for those of you who have not begun the midterm yet, you don't have to start it right away, and it won't really be due until Saturday, November 2nd. For those that have taken it and you're happy with your grade, wonderful. No worries. If, however, you take the midterm between now and November 2nd, and you really feel you bombed on it and you didn't do well, I will give you an opportunity to redo it. So just don't panic, don't worry. Remember, I don't grade on exams and quizzes and correct answers alone. I grade on effort and participation. If I see you're trying, if I see you're doing, the best that you can, you're going to do fine. But it is important that you at least make the attempt. And having said that, let me just reiterate that if I see that you are struggling. In other words, I look at the grade reports on a regular basis, and quite frankly, there are usually students who are lagging behind. I will send you an email and I will say, hey, I see you've only completed 2 assignments, for example. What's going on? And this is not to hound you or to prod you into doing anything more. It's just simply to find out what's going on, because sometimes things happen, things creep up. So I ask that you be honest with me and let me know what's up. If you do get an email like that from me, just be honest. Tell me what's going on. If it's something that you can work around, great. If it's not, then we might need to make some adjustments, right? We might need to talk about maybe an incomplete. So just be aware. I do watch, I do observe, and I am concerned about if I see that you are not completing assignments on time, that you're struggling, you are going to hear from me. So just be aware. Okay. We are currently looking at major scales and key signatures, and there is a new vid that I just posted, a new lecture vid on major scales and key signatures and the circle of fifths. So I encourage you, if you're still struggling with that concept, I encourage you to watch it. It is a bit lengthy. It's like half hour, maybe a little more. But it's well worth it, and for the information and the help that it can give you. So do take some time and watch that vid. The link is on the module for major scales and key signatures. I will also send this out in an email to you. Some things to remember that are coming up. The composition project, please keep in mind, we have this composition project that'll be coming up soon. You are going to be composing a melody. I'm going to have all the info for you. There'll be another lecture vid completely dedicated to that. But there will be complete guidelines on what to do, what steps to take. And I will let you know when these items are available for you. Also, don't forget that there's this useful tools module on eLearning that you can take a look at that contains some stuff that's really, really helpful to you. Okay, if at any time you have questions or concerns about any of the material, assignments, things like that you want some clarification on, I'm happy to help you. All you got to do is shoot me an email. I'll be happy to work with you on that. If necessary, we can also meet. We can meet in person at my office at Delta on the main campus, or we can do a Zoom meeting of some type. So just let me know, and I can't, read your mind. So you have to sort of, be upfront with me about if you're having trouble, if you're struggling. And I should mention this here specifically. I've talked about this a little bit before, but when you're taking an online course, it is so easy to just sort of forget about it because it's out of sight. You're not attending a physical class, and especially a class like mine, which is what's considered to be asynchronous. In other words, we don't meet at a regular time. We don't even have, a virtual meeting time that we have on a regular basis, although we do have a set schedule that I like for people to follow. I do this on purpose so that people can work largely at their own pace. But it is so easy to put things off and put things off, okay? I know some of you have already experienced this, so please don't wait until the last minute to get things done. You've been given an opportunity to complete all of these assignments in the first 4 sections, right, until November 2nd. That's a gift. Merry Christmas, early. But beyond that, right, we've got to sort of knuckle down and get things done on time within that schedule. Okay, so again, any questions, shoot me an email. I've enjoyed reading your introductions, and we will have a couple more discussion topics before the end of the semester, so watch for those. All right, I look forward to reading or grading your exams, and look forward to hearing from you, and we'll see you soon. I'm a sentimental sap, that's all.
what's the use of trying not to fall? I have no will, you made your kill, 'cause you took advantage of me. I'm just like an apple on a bough, and you're gonna shake me down somehow. So what's the use? You've cooked my goose, 'cause you took advantage of me. I'm so hot and bothered that I don't know my